Welcome back, fellow Blues and all football fans. Kindly subscribe if you're new here. The Chelsea players returned to training this morning as preparations for the weekend visit against Brighton went on. Mauricio Pochettino was spotted putting his players through their paces in training ahead of Chelsea's clash against Brighton this weekend. The Argentine criticized his squad for a lack of energy and maturity following the 4-1 defeat against Newcastle last weekend. Pochettino made it clear he wants his players to learn from what he described as the Blues' worst performance of the season at St. James Park. Speaking after the loss, the Chelsea boss said, "We have certain levels that are required of us, and it is important to get back to those as soon as possible, and sometimes you need a situation like this to make you realize what it takes." Mauricio Pochettino may already know two players that will start for Chelsea against Brighton this weekend. Reece James and Marc Cucurella are said to miss the game through suspension, leaving a decision to be made in defense. James was sent off after receiving 2 yellow cards, whilst Cucurella will serve a 1-match suspension after receiving his 5th booking of the season so far. Pochettino could be tempted to drop a number of players following a poor overall performance against the Magpies, but it is clear he will need to bring in players at the left back and right back to cover for the suspended James and Cucurella. Malo is still recovering from injury after he was left out of the matchday squad that traveled to Tyneside last weekend, but he could return to action this weekend if he returns to training in the week. The Chelsea boss is likely to be asked for an update on the Frenchman's fitness this week after he withdrew from the France Under-21 squad prior to the international break. Lavia has fully recovered from a shoulder injury which saw him withdraw from England duty earlier this month. The 20-year-old looks said to be the recognized replacement for Cucurella at left back, having performed there before in Ben Chilwell's absence. Meanwhile, Pochettino may look to use Axel Disasi at right back once again, with Gusto still recovering from a knee problem. The summer signing has previously played in that position for the Blues, but he could be in for a tough test against the pace of Brighton's attack, particularly if Kaoru Mitoma is fit to play at Stamford Bridge. Benoit Badiashile could keep his place in the heart of the Chelsea back four alongside Thiago Silva, who failed to impress on Tyneside at the weekend. If Pochettino does bring in Colwill and Disasi, and with now Cucu ready for his debut, a change in the attacking system is probably expected. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to keep updated.